Hey, this is Sarah. Welcome to Willow Island. Now, I am going to talk about swapping decorations from one island to the other. I've shown you lots of examples of Willow Island. As you know, it's been basically done for a long time, except for this top area. And I was getting a little bored with it because it has been the same theme for months and months and months. Now, granted, each island does have natural plants in the way it's designed where it is suited for specific things. For example, both Marigold and Sycamore are fall themed islands. They have those fall type trees on the borders and edges. Willow is clearly tropical. I mean, look at all these beautiful tropical trees surrounding the island, kind of swampiness. There's even a crocodile in there. So it's very tropical. Sunflower can go either way. Now we just got our Mexico set. I've already completed it, and I thought this might be a fun time to kind of switch up Sunflower and Willow and see what we can do with them. Real quick, let's show you what Sunflower currently looks like. Now, I just finished decorating this with the Mexico theme, as I said, and I do love it. I love this. It's really cute. Sunflower is not necessarily tropical. It doesn't really have necessarily tropical theme. It even has some evergreens up to the top here, as well as just those purple and bushy shrubs. So you can go really either way with this. Now, of course, they all have beaches on them, so you can make them tropical. And I'd like to see how we can pull off India on this. Now, I feel like the way I have it is probably best, but we're going to see what we can do with switching out these decorations and just to give us some flexibility and something different. I may end up putting things back, but it's always fun just to redecorate. So I'm going to show you how we can do that. The first thing I'm going to do, of course, is put everything onto my boat. And when you do that, you will lose flowers, of course, until you place them back on the island. But it's temporary. I'm not currently saving up for anything. I am saving coins up. I'm sorry. I'm not worried about opening flowers up right away because I am saving coins for a higher flower count item. So it's a good time to redecorate. So we're going to just start by putting everything onto the boat. And I want to be careful that I don't actually sell anything on accident, but instead we're just going to pop everything over onto the boat and then we will redecorate. Now, some of this stuff, again, looks better on one island versus another, but we're going to see if we can make it work and look nice. This lake and these little elements, they don't necessarily, I don't think they will work as well with the India set and the very tropical island type set. But of course, Mexico itself tends towards tropical look too. So we'll just see. We'll figure it out. I don't know if I'm going to put that lake back onto Willow instead or keep it here on Sunflower, but I need to get everything completely off before I make any decisions. I also still have a few wedding things on here and some Valentine decorations, which are those really light pale pink roses. So that makes a difference too. I love this little fountain. That I might switch and try out with the India set and see how I like it there. We'll just see. Of course, love the purple trees. Got a lot of those going on. Okay, and I might actually keep my peacocks over here with India because they might fit better. So this is the only thing I'm going to leave on this island for now. That's empty. Now we're going to go to Willow, do the same thing. Just pop everything onto my boat and switch it out. Now, this is the part that I feel sad about because I think this is beautiful. It has a natural flow to it because you've got this really long, narrow space here, and the really only thing good is a path, but you don't want just a plain path. So it's nice to have these flowing Botanical Bliss pathways here, the fencing. It just works really well. So this is kind of a challenge for myself to see if I can still make it work and look nice with the other set. And I'm debating on if I'll keep the stone part there or not. Again, though, I think it's best to pull everything up. As you remember, the only thing I didn't pull up from the sunflower was the peacocks because, I don't know, I just feel like that might be fun to put with the India set and these other Botanical Bliss set items. Now I do have a few Mexico things like that agave little archway there. There's also some items from the Japan set and Botanical Bliss here, that completion prize. I've got those greenhouses from the permanent shop. Of course, a lot of items from the permanent shop are here. I'm going to pull all of these up, see what we can do. That's Easter, but it works nice if you hide it behind other things. Okay, we're going to pull absolutely everything up. Just see what happens. No, these aren't decorations, of course. Those, like I said, that back area of Willow was storage until I got some more tropical decorations I really love. I'm hoping for some more tropical decorations as challenge rewards coming up. They had a really beautiful like tiger water one that I'm hoping will be available and not just a sale item, but actually a challenge reward, because I do try to go for the challenge rewards. So we'll see. Lots of towers here. Okay, this again was a big combination of Botanical Bliss and India. So we're going to kind of keep that same flow and just see how we can design it on the other island. Now, even though Willow is narrow, I think it actually has more space than Sunflower. So some things might have to stay over on this side. Yes, that's a random Halloween decoration. So there you go. Okay, let's see if I've cleared everything off. Just get a double check here. All right, looks empty. Okay, now I might go ahead and start with Mexico here because this is going to be the newest part. So let's just start putting some things in, and we'll start with creating in the big section here that hacienda like I had it over on the other one. Let's see what we can do with it. And then we'll try to just fill in all of the space. And then with the remaining decorations, we'll put those on Sunflower. Because again, I feel like Willow has actually more space than Sunflower does. So let's go all the way down to our Mexico theme. We've got so much stuff on here. It's going to take a minute. All right, got that. I'm going to just plop things on for now, and then I will arrange them. But we've got to get them in here to start with. No, I definitely want that tree in here. It hides well behind the hacienda. Okay, and again, we might do the lake as well in the back. We'll see if there's going to be space for that lake, or if we're going to need to do that on a different island. All right, what other things do I know for sure I want on here? Like the palm there. Oh, here we go, our little tour bus. Got to stick that in, ready to roll. Okay. All right, well, let's figure this out first. Just start a little at a time here and work our way up. Now, the completion prize from both this year and last year work so well together. They work best if you stagger them a little bit. See that a little behind it? And then this works really nicely on the other side. I also like to put this one in the back. Let's just make sure I've got, room. There we go. And I might scoot this even further back here, put a little plant beside it on that one. Okay, this needs to go back here. I don't necessarily like the little wildcat being visible because it's like, dude, that's a little scary to me. I don't know, we might make him visible. Okay, now you see that kind of goes over a little bit. I might scoot it all over just slightly to the right so that there's space on that side. I could do that and then see the door actually, although I don't know if I want to. I kind of like having it just be, there we go. I like that better actually. Okay. Oops, the only problem is, there we go, that's better. Okay, Nice long hacienda. Okay, now cover up my bride in there. Okay, then I'll put more trees behind that as well. Now I have to think what I want directly behind this. Now I might do the lake behind it still because I do think that works well, and the water could actually look like it's coming through this area. So we're going to try that. Let's go find our water tiles, and again, you make a lake simply by using the stream tiles that are in your permanent shop. So very simple to do. And there's also in the permanent shop, in that little flower category section, you know, just the plain decoration section, they also have, oh, this is beautiful. I might incorporate this in here as well. They have all these different just other water decorations. That one was not. That was a challenge one. Let's find our water ones. Gotta scroll all the way down. Water, 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 water. Here, like the lilies. Now that's in the regular decorations. And of course the swan pond is as well. Let's scooch you back one more. Let's find more water. Of course, these are in the permanent shop as well. And now these are the stream tiles, but you connect them together and they create a pond, a river, creek, lake. Just depends on how you organize it. So it's really pretty. So we're going to have that water coming down in. Now I need to put something there to kind of give an optical illusion that there is water coming down through that back area. Now, of course, I also have the boat thing. Oh, let me scoot that over for a second because I don't have room for it. Here we go. Whoop, nope. Gotta have space. Okay. Now, of course, if the water's coming through there, you're not going to be able to get on. So I'm not sure that that's the best spot for it. I might push this all the way to the edge. Let's put that in here. And might need a tree or something to kind of hide the fact that it doesn't actually go through, but give it the appearance that it does. So let's kind of see how we can do that. Do a little illusion effect here. Let me find, come on now, let me find what I'm looking for. Looking for that tropical tree that's kind of fat, like bushy. The papaya is not bad, that might work. And then have water coming through, but I think the other one is a little fatter even, might work better. Let's see how this looks. Yeah, we need something that's even a little bigger than that. So let's move you over. Let's see, this one. That's the one I was looking for. Not sure. Let's see if I do that. Nope. You just really have to play around with it a bit and to get what you're going for, because that is the edge, the very limit of where the water and tree can go. Let's see. I have to see how much water tile, or how many water tiles I have to also to put in here. That's pretty. That's kind of big though. Doesn't really fit. It's too big. Oh, I forgot my grotto also needs to go in here with my water. We might put the swan pond over here. The grotto can go here. And that might fit actually up here to see. Let me just see. Let's just mess around a little bit. See how this looks. Oh, so close to working. Like the water coming through, but not quite there. And of course, then you've got a random kind of island almost going on if I did that. Put her right there. She's kind of cute. Dancing. All right, where did my tree go that I had in here? There's the one. It's not bad. Not quite what I'm going for though. So it's always kind of an experiment to see. Oops, I keep forgetting. It's not the papaya one I want. A waterfall, another waterfall one would be cool. Actually, coming down from the other angle. Ooh, a koi pond. Might actually do something. I don't know. Not sure. That tall one. Oh, okay. Now this might actually be the ticket. Let's scoot you down. If I put that all the way up, that actually looks like it could be coming all the way from the top. Now we're going to scoot it so that it comes like this. There. Okay, so it looks like it's separated a little bit, but I think it might work. Kind of like a little bit of a boggy area there. Get my... Okay, and then we can put lily pads beside it maybe, so it's thinner, and maybe even put this here. Now that might actually work, where it looks like it comes through and it's real shallow right at the edge and then gets deeper where the lake part is. Oh my word, I had this right here and I totally missed it. That was dumb. And let's actually even do this and see. Kind of hide that a little bit. Yeah, that might actually work for us there. Interesting. Okay, let's swap sides now with it. Put this here. This here. No, not like that. There we go. So now it's like a very boggy kind of entryway into the water. I kind of like that. Let's switch this out here. I can even put my little lady in her boat right there. Would work. All right, cool. Let's keep this water coming in. I need my grotto here. Let's pull it down even further so we've got more shoreline. There we go. And you know what? One step further down actually even is good. All right, get more water in here. Okay, now that is all the water. So I am gonna actually, I might pack in some trees right behind there. Let's see, I'm trying to decide if I want my pond here. The only problem with that is you don't see the swans, but that's okay. Kind of looks nice without too much extra water added in. Just my own opinion. Okay, let's scoot these little guys over. Again, it makes that edge a lot smaller. There. And the water looks like it's really flowing better. Okay, I'm already liking this. The water looks like it's kind of flowing through a little bit into that back section. So that's pretty, okay, yeah. All right, I'm gonna probably put some trees back there. I'm gonna put a couple of clocks in here. Let's kind of finish this off. Let's see. These I'm gonna eventually replace that cozy courtyard with some higher value things when the March set comes out. There's those beautiful big oak trees with the Spanish moss. They're, I'm sure, going to be worth a lot more. We'll replace some of those, as well as those little 80 flower count big trees. So that'll be nice. I might throw one of these in here. We'll see. Might play around with that some more. All right, I do want some trees. Now, the question is, because that doesn't fit. Oh, but it does fit there. We're going to get a nice packed in look. Okay, I might actually want to see the wall though to make it look like it's a walled in area. So it's a private part of the island back behind the hacienda. Their own private little lake area. These cute little hula dancers. We'll stick them over here. Alright, I'm already liking this. I need some individual trees. Let me see. Ooh, but I don't want to cover up that pretty, so we don't want it to be too tall. Our pretty stone area. Now I'm going to need to have a nice path and a way to make that path look pretty going down. So some features kind of coming down. And I want to keep, I don't know if I should keep kind of the Botanical Bliss thing going on, that theme. Now I had in the past one of these behind, I do like this behind that hacienda because it's got the exact same purple flowers as on the buildings. It just looks pretty. So I think I am going to keep that there. Swan Pond we'll put back for now until we can figure out the best spot for you. I need some of those individual trees to kind of fluff things out. Oh, and my beautiful purple trees too. Gotta have those. New ones. Cactuses are going to go in this. Not necessarily right there, but I do like those. Okay. And of course we do want our fountain. So we need some little kind of interest points. Now I have two fountains. One of these I actually had with the India set too. And I might continue to do that. All right, let me see. Got my pretty koi pond. All right, let's not worry about those because I don't want those anyway. Alrighty. Oh, I have my lovely greenhouses too, which we might try to put on the other side. See, now I've got these pathways here. I might still do this with the pathway, the Botanical Bliss path, because it does just lend itself towards a long pathway coming around. My giraffes are still pretty over here. They can be wandering. And let's see. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. The oak tree that are only worth 80. I am going to be replacing those with a much higher flower count tree. Let's throw some purple ones in here. Beautiful. So pretty, although I don't think I'll put it there because I don't like how it's squared off right on that edge. So we're going to put that one back actually. And we're going to try to find, whoops, scoot all the way down here, find some individual trees that look a little better. Even that would be prettier right there. Just really nice. However, I don't know because you can't actually get to that little boat area. You'd have to really climb on the rocks, but you know, we got some talented people. They're going to be able to climb up there. Okay, you can go here for now. So this is really coming along. Like I said, I do need to think through the path though. Let me find some of these other Botanical Bliss paths. Oh, we got the beautiful tile or rock path too. That I still like to do with the India set. Now the agave arch here, this is very Mexico. So this might be nice to keep in this section. Although the only thing is with an arch like that is it doesn't really match the kind of longness of this. So we'll see. I might put him here just for now. I do love these tropical birds so much. We're going to really encourage the tropical things here. All right, and let's continue with this path. That's not necessarily how it's going to go, but it works. Now I like my little bride and groom couple too on there. Let's see. Chestnuts. That was with the Alpine set from this year, but I like it still. It's pretty. And a little swing set we also had in here. Stick these on until I figure out how I'm going to do things. Got a little weeping widow. She's coming out from the hacienda still. I kind of like her there. And I do want to keep this tower as well. Kind of a focal point. Let's see. This archway might go with that. I don't know. I just don't know. Oh, I forget. This also goes nicely with the water. But we kind of have run out of space. So I'm not sure. We might have to do something different with them. That kind of works well together as a set, though. It's pretty. Okay. Let me see if we have any room for any individual. Ah, that's what I was looking for, to cover up that final little bit of the wedding, that bridal pathway there. Just wanted to cover that. Throw some more random trees and bushes in here. Let's see. There we go. Just some little flowers peeking out. Okay. Probably not here. Let me see if there's some. Oh, not there either. There we go. Right. These are fine. Just kind of around. Actually, I might put something like that one here. Okay. All right, I've got tons of the road too, and I need to see how I'm going to do that. That I still might do with the India set. Make it work. Let's just go ahead and put these in so I know how many I've got. How to make use of this space here. Okay. And let's scoot you over for a minute. Okay. If I'm going to do this, I do need more. The pathway. The only problem is that can't combine. It works like this, because then I can pull it over. There we go. Make the pathway come up here. Now I had some of the red fencing in both my India set and with my Mexico set, so I am going to do both again. I also have this though, and that's, I'm trying to, section this off slightly. So maybe you've got a gated area that leads you into this actual space. So I might try to make use of that wall here instead. Fill that in. Let me think. Yeah, no, that doesn't work. Let's do this still. All right, we could put a plant there perhaps. That works well. So you've got kind of like an entryway into this section. Don't think I like that there. Try another purple tree here. No. But maybe instead some pretty birds. All right, let's find some more fencing. This also feels like it would fit more with this section. That little kind of outdoor hearth. Not sure. All right, speaking of fencing, I was going to put the red fence in here. Now this is getting a little too crowded looking right in that section. Not sure I'm crazy about that. I think I would rather have some trees down here. Take out these. And then maybe make a pathway or something up to the tower. I could potentially even keep the tower down here, hiding that path, so it looks like it's just part of the building. And put that there. Kind of like that better. Although this roof looks a little funny with this, I'm not sure. I think that might go better over here. Let me see what it would look like if I kind of hid the edge of that tower behind. Okay, that looks better. See how the rooftops match? And then it almost looks like you could go into either little pavilion area. So that's a much better fit. Okay, and that's doesn't work there. Still might have this going beside it. This is frustrating, this archway, because it's completely kind of going the wrong direction. Too bad you can't flip it. Okay. And still kind of like having them there. It's like its own little feature point. So now we just got to figure out what in the world to do with that arch. Of course, you could always hide the archway itself with a tree. Might be able to work. So you don't notice the arch so much, and just it's more of the planter. Might do the trick. Yes, we'll see. Or I could potentially do this, which I might like that better. Yeah, might like that better. Okay. All right, this is its own little section. And if you notice, the swing has that same tile base, which is nice, the little mossy kind of rock area. So that works out well with this set. It's a big swing. Okay. All right, I'm going to play around some more with this and see what I come up with, and then I'll be back in just a second to show you some more options for Mexico on Willow and see how we like it. All right, I'm back, and I've got a lot more done here on the front, kind of a pathway going up. Now, I have this section over here, which is a lot of those elements from the, it's kind of like the party, wedding, Valentine. So they just fit better with the Mexico set versus with India set, I think, anyway. And I did find a good spot for those items. This, I still don't really know what I'm going to do with these. I still am not sure about this section. We do have some fencing in. I think this is the best space for this arch, so it kind of looks like it goes in this direction. So need to figure out what to put beside it. Also need to figure out here, I don't care for how that's squared off edge, so I may switch the plants around to the edge and put the stone path kind of in the center part by the fountain, so we have to work on that. Still a little bunched up in here with this pathway too. So there's some issues, but for now, before I keep going further on Willow with the Mexico set and these items, I think I better go over to Sunflower and actually try to get some of the India set down. That way I can better know exactly what I've got left and what I have to work with. So let's start getting some of these India elements down. And again, I'm going to start the same way by working on the main buildings and those gates. All of that first to make my, you know, focal point. And then we work out from there. So, gotta have a big gate going on here into my little palace area. Got these guys. I'm going to put them on either side for now. Not sure if I'll keep them there. I know this little guy has to go in too. I might put him towards the back. We'll see. I've got those greenhouses too. So there is a lot more. Again, Sunflower is just not nearly as big as Willow, even though it might look like it is. It's actually not as big. So, all right, that's a little bit crooked going in, but I think it works actually. We can still make it work. And actually, probably gonna do this number like I did over on Willow to begin with. Let's see, I really need though, if I do that, the bushes kind of to come in, but we'll figure that out. We'll get that. Oh, we got this fountain too. I forgot about this little guy. I still would like to make a kind of a centerpiece out of him. So let's see what else we got. I apologize, that noise is my car sound. I'm sitting here in a parking lot and it's freezing. So I've got my car going. All right, we will make this little fountain again because I do like how that looks. And I think I had it going out like this. We're gonna do the same thing. I will need to scoot this a little bit so there's space. I'm gonna have to have room for a pathway to go around. So I need to consider the best way to do that. Not 100% sure. The only thing too with this, doing it this way, is this is a 2 square. This creates kind of a 3 square design. So I'm not really sure that's the best way to handle that. I might, because of that, put my gate kind of in a little different spot. We'll see. Actually, what I might do is have the gate going more up into the actual building part. Pull this down. And this can be more of the garden area you come into. So let's actually do this. See if this is going to be far enough for it away. I'm not sure. Oh, oops. Yeah. There you go. There we go. That's better. And we've got, of course, those other fountain elements too, which I want to incorporate. To see how that will look best. We've got this one. Now, if that was a 3 instead of a 2, it would work so well, but it doesn't center. So it's not great for just a single. Oh man. I'll have to think that through. Could potentially put it on the side there. And let's see what else we've got here. We've got this too. Different styles though. Not sure I'm crazy about that. These I think need to be their own little central places. I could do that instead. That would look better. Make it its own little space. All right, now let's see if we can make this kind of a gateway into the buildings. Give them kind of their own special, unique thing going on. All right. I do want my koi pond as well. I'll have to consider where to put that. This can go behind here, a little party going on. And I've got more buildings. Let's see what I have done with those. Oh, you know what I used some of those for on the other side? Let me consider. Got this. It's nice to include. I've also got this fountain too, so we've got lots of fountains going on. Now, I might be able to get away with doing these two on either side because they are similar. They're going the same direction. They're both 2 square. So that actually might work. And then this can go with that little guy in its own way. We'll figure that out later. Okay, we need some trees. Got our giraffes over here. Could do maybe a little wildlife sanctuary as well. And this one. Okay, now I remembered. I did also have the Botanical Bliss here. And let's possibly, let's see, I could do a tower that way too. Now I took some of my towers from the other side because I kind of wanted to make a big palace with this. So I'll have to think through how to make that work because I am short on some of those towers since I had them over there. And that's why I wanted to go ahead and start working on this so that I kind of know what I've got to work with and what I need if I want to pull anything else over. Now I kind of like doing this number, and that is to have, that kind of creates a palace look. Now I did not realize I had 3 Botanical Bliss pavilions. What? Did not realize that. Interesting. Okay, this is not bad. This makes kind of a big palace-y area. Now I need something to go all the way to the top. Might even be able to get away with a Botanical Bliss clock here. Let's see. And a purple tree. There we go. All right, so that gives it kind of a big palace feel. So we got some potential going here. Okay. To think about that. Okay, I've got a whole nother Botanical Bliss pavilion. That's funny. I may end up selling that. I will eventually anyway because, you know, I'm going to replace those with some higher count items like I mentioned. All right, well, let's go ahead and put, I do need to figure out how to put a pathway around here. This is going to not work right there. Let's see what we can do. It's going to add a path all the way around. Just make it a big feature going on here. There we go. Just see what we can do. All around. Okay. Good. Now usually when I have this, I'm able to put a tree right in the corner here and it covers up that little edge just like that does. So I can't do that. I might try to see if I can scoot it up a bit to make that work and then circle it. Let's see if I've got one more pathway to kind of blend that in. No, that's not a path. Let me just try this out and see what it looks like, because I could do that. That works. It gives it a finished look. I think I might, and then add in another. I'm gonna have to anyway, so okay, cool. Let me think now. I still might need to pull this all the way down. Alright, now this might need to go on the edge like that. And then that can go into my, or better yet, let's do it on this side. Okay, we'll pull these over here just for now. This might be good to go here. Alright. We'll still put my little lions on either side of this gate. Let's pull you down. Pull you down. All of these. Let's see. Okay. All right. All right, now I do like a pathway here. Let's actually add these sweet little ladies here. I wonder, there we go. They could be on the flower path. Add some more greenery back here. All right, we're gonna keep this up. Just give a double path to the fountain, that's fine, I guess. Boy, I wonder if I want it to go one more over and have it go to that side instead. All right, and can I get away with... Oh, that's my Botanical Bliss clock. I forgot. Actually... Oop, come on. Oop, no, let's take you down. Put you there. That's right, that's how I did it. Move you out of the way. Now I could put this to the side. Right there. Have another path going to it. Could double this up, although I don't like those side by side, so let's put it here. That's better. And you could even have one of these over here and kind of cover the pathway up a little bit with trees. Let me see. Okay. There we go. We're getting somewhere now. All right. Now, I'm definitely gonna need more pathway. Get some more trees in here. one of those left. Oh, and I've also got this fountain. I do want to have both of these because I think it's nice. I might even put you over here. We could have a guy selling his wares. Possibly closer to the entryway. Okay. Right, that does need a pathway to it as well. Oh, and I forgot, I also have the other type of path. Okay, let's scoot this back for now. Because I've got these little guys as well. And they can be kind of around there. And I've got all those pathways, which I need to find again. My little clay pathway. Plus my greenhouses. Got to figure out how I'm going to do those. Got my fencing I need to also consider. Oh, where is it? I don't see any of my red fences. I must... Ah, there they are. Okay, let's figure out all of these too. We can add them in. Let's actually scoot you back so they can fit inside of the fence. There we go. Right, that is clearly not a good look, but we're just gonna kind of put it down for now because that's way too much and doesn't look good that way. I might figure out something for the front. We'll see. All right, and then this is on my clay path here. I kind of wanted it to surround this area so it could be surrounded by that pathway. There we go. Okay. And actually, this little corner I might... There we go. Then you don't have that funky little water thing, which I don't really care for. Now I'm not sure if I want this here or if I want a little koi pond. I think that's prettier. And we could put this actually on the other side if we wanted to. Make it a feature point. I'll need to think through how I'm going to do that. But again, right now it's a matter of getting some things down just to kind of see what it looks like. Now the fence definitely needs to be fixed. I don't care for how I've got that going. I'm going to stick these guys in the back. Oops. It's just too wide and big and not really very pretty right now. So I don't care for that fence, how I've got it. Also don't care for the fountain super well, how I have this whole section. That needs to be redone. This actually might be better. Oh, that's so squared though. I don't know. We'll need to consider how I'm going to do that because I am not sure. Also not sure about this, but hey, you know what? Just give me some more options anyway. Can mix around the pathway. So I'm going to mess around with this some more, figure out how I want it, and I will be back again to show you more. All right, Sunflower Island is packed in. This is the stage you get to when you're decorating and you're doing a huge overhaul, that you just start putting things in. So it's not finished because, as you can see, it's super crowded. And I've decided that I don't think I want this lion to be the centerpiece. I'd rather have one of the 2 square items be the centerpiece and build out from there, because it'll be easier to make it look symmetrical. And we're also, I think, going to push the buildings back towards the back. Now, I did just earn that pretty little fountain thing, the play area with the kids. That was from Sweep the Board, one of the Orchid Society Sweep the Boards. So I've got to include that too. But yeah, I don't think I care for the current version. Well, clearly it's way too packed in. And I'm also remembering that I had originally thought with the Mexico set on this island, I would incorporate the Louisiana set. And the way this is now, that would be impossible. Here, it wouldn't look good anyway with the India set, as well as it would with the Mexico set. I think the buildings just kind of go better together. Let's take a sneak peek back here. Now this, I think, is fine. We've got a little ticket booth going in, a pathway. That probably is all okay for this section. Not as bad. I kind of have a little centerpiece fountain area, towers. So this works. It's a little crowded, but I think it works. However, okay, this side I think is fine as well. However, this is still kind of a mess up here that doesn't necessarily go together. So I need to think through how I'm going to do all this. And I might put that big topiary, the Pegasus thing, that might go over with the India set. So we'll take a look and see. I need to figure this all out. But the first thing I need to do, I think, is to go back to Sunflower and let's fix this, because this just is not going to work. And like I said, it's so crowded, not going to work. I do like the gate here, but I'm going to take up all these individual items, and I might leave that there for a minute. This little guy was from a Detectives Needed. I actually have another one of those as well around by my estate on Orchid, because I've got the ball elements there. So I'm not, he probably won't stay here, but you never know. I just plopped him down for a moment. All right, all this fencing needs to come up, and we definitely need to reconsider how we are going to operate this. All my pathways. I really think it would look best to have one of the 2 square items be the central focus, and then I can also make the building be central too, because of that 2 square path. It will work out better. So we're going to make this look more symmetrical, less crowded, fix all of this. Now that I have some things down, just give me a better idea of what to do. Get rid of these. Sometimes you just have to lay it all down first and get it wrong before you can get it right. Kind of mess around with it first a little bit. But we will get there eventually. And I may end up putting the lion fountain back with my Mexico set over on the other island instead. All right, we're just going to take up all of this because it all needs to go. I'm also considering selling another one of these Botanical Bliss pavilions. They're just a little, I've got 3 of them. I don't need 3 on this island. I could put another one over on Willow, because then it would be balanced 2 and 2. I may do that. Now I also have a lot of things on these islands that I had hidden just for the flower count.
I might see if there's more room on Orchid to hide some more things instead. All right, you come up. Here we go. Now, I need to see which of the fountains I want to make my focal point. Okay, that does need to go. And for now, you can go. All right, I do like this little spot right in here. I actually wonder if I should put a bottle brush here. I kind of like that instead. Scoot you down just for now. Okay, let's go and look at some of the fountains that we have. We've got this one. I don't think I want to make that a central point. I do love this. I'm thinking though maybe that tall new one I got, because it is tall, so it makes a natural feature point. So let's kind of see if we center that in the space. And then I could put the, let's see, we could make more of a symmetrical feature point now if I do it this way. Here's my other fountains. We've got this one, and then we've got this one. Okay, so already I like this idea better. Need to find my water for the water canal to place around it. Here we go. Now, I might need to bring it out even further and surround it with, let's see, so now that's not actually even enough water to surround it. Unless we do this. But then, think. Oh, that kind of looks interesting. And this could be off to the side with one of these down here. Okay, got some ideas anyway. Let me think that through. Oh, I also have this as well. Okay, well, might do a rounded one here. Okay, let's think this through. This is squared off, so that might work there. Okay. And we could still do our pathway around it. Okay, now I'll break that up with other things for sure. Plants and things. I'm not going to keep it like that, but I just want to get the symmetry down. See, so now that already helps because you've got two on each side and it matches. So already it's better. And I think that will work better. Now, what I might do is pull it out like this. kind of give it more of a interest point. And did I use up all my path? No, still got more. That's good. There we go. See how it just adds more interest automatically? Then you've got little areas where you can put plants around each of these corner elements and just make it look like more of a feature. And that's what we're going for. All right, now we're going to scoot you back, and you back. And this can be its own special unique water feature to the side. And now let's work on putting in some of the buildings. Oops, where'd they go? Make that more of a feature that way. Now I am considering doing this. The only thing is, remember, the issue with these greenhouses is that the doors that connect to the path are both on that one side, so that kind of kills symmetry as well, unfortunately. So they won't be good for right in there, but they might work for here. And then because I've got this whole separate area, I can make it work potentially. We'll see. I'm not sure if I will keep it down there or not. Okay. Got these as well. Be on either side. And then we've got these little guys going on here, of course. This, which I do like that tucked in tight behind. I don't know if let's see. Got so many of these pavilions. Might make a little threesome there with it. All right, I already like this so much better than what I had. Like I said, sometimes you just have to play around with it a little bit and put some things down wrong just to kind of see what will work better. And that's what we're doing. Now that's still crowded in the back, but we will kind of work it through a little bit and see. Now I do need this. Okay, I'm going to put that in here. All right, I'm going to play around with this some more, and I'll come back when I have a better option for you. But already I like it more. It's a lot more symmetrical. I might need to scoot things down a little bit. We'll see. But yes, it's getting there a lot better, and hopefully we'll make this work.
All right, I finally got Sunflower looking better. Now we still have some items on here that are not necessarily thematic. For example, we've got the little Japanese kind of mini set here with the ladies kneeling like doing their tea. It doesn't quite match, but it has got a little tropical flair to it, so we're going to keep it. Little swing here. I've also got these kind of put symmetrically here. These were our Ace or Private Eye rewards. I forget. Ace, maybe. Anyway, I don't really like to feature those usually because I don't think they're that pretty, but it worked because of the kind of pattern that we've got going on. We've got 3 sections here that are divided by these fences, and then you have the, of course, topiary in the middle, and then the fountains on either side. And it's kind of like the water flows all around the sides here, and then plus in this middle section with the fountain, the peacock fountain. So it works. So we've got a really balanced, symmetrical design. Got the greenhouses on either side. Again, fountains on either side. The pathway going around, making a really pretty design. And then, of course, that helps this part to be centered, the elephant gate. And then my pathways are centered going up into the buildings themselves. So it works. Still not my favorite design maybe, but I think it works and it looks pretty. I've still got a bunch of decorations hidden back here in different spots. just to keep my flower count up. This, I did end up putting this as its own little feature element, the lion fountain with a couple of the little stream tiles by themselves, and then kind of made this little, I don't know, decoration that way. And that kind of flows into the koi pond with, so we've got our own little water feature back behind here. So basically it's kind of like a garden with a lot of water features that you can walk around to before you get into the actual palace. I've also got this swing here that was from the wedding set in June. I think it works though because you've got those pink flowers, flowering tree from the koi pond, and then you've got your flowers there, so that kind of ties it in together a little bit. And again, I have this little one down here because of the reds. I feel like it works better down in this section. So it works. It still, again, is not my favorite, but it does work. And I do think it looks pretty. And it just gives me some variety because I was getting bored with it over on Willow. It was there for months and months and months in a different way. I do love this. It's so pretty. The little kind of stepway up to the little pools. That is my newest prize from this Orchid Society Sweep the Board. So I love that. And I do like having the Botanical Bliss Pavilion behind there with that Jaconda tree right in front of it, the purple one, and all the other trees and bushes kind of bunched in together. That works well. So like that. Yeah, so I'm fairly pleased with it. It's a pretty little setup. But you can see though, what I wanted to point out is the difference it makes how you line things up. Even though things are packed in still, it looks so much better because there is a symmetrical design. And then using those, because I have all those 2 square items, to really make feature points out of those and make a symmetrical design versus using the lion, which worked. The lion fountain worked well when I had the other theme in place, but when you've got all these fountains to account for, the 2 square ones, then it works best to do it this way, I think. And it does work well to have this other gate down here in the corner. I've got my bottle brush tree and the little bird tree here to soften the edge of that path going up. And I just realized, I think I must have taken, no, it's still there. Okay, so that works as well. And yeah, so that is my sunflower now completed. I probably will leave it this way for a little bit because I have all of next month as well, which is February, and that's gonna be going onto my orchid. I've already made space for it. Let's hop back over to Willow to see how the Mexico set is looking over here. I probably need to do some tweaking of this. I do like how it's set up now. It's pretty. My little pathway going up, the cute little bus, all my birds and tropical plants. It works well. And the Botanical Bliss stuff. I do like the Botanical Bliss pathways, the treetop path, the little sign. We've got this cute little man here on the bench because it works with that dirt pathway. And then that just takes you right in here through the gate into this section where their little fountains are, and their little tower and area and trees. And I think it does work to have the little archway here. So it's a funny entrance in, but it works. We've got the pretty little Mexico buildings and all of these items here. I do love the water feature still. We've got the little turtle pond in the back. And this, another koi pond actually, that fits with the Japanese set. But I like it here again because I like it to look like the water's kind of flowing in through from the back down into this section. So that's the look we're going for. This section is still nice. The only thing is now I still am stuck with this section in the back that just has my random stuff in it. Now I'm going to play around with this a little bit and see what we can do just to make it a little better here. I might just put in some of the stone pathway here and make it look like it's meant to be that way. I do have this random planter. I'm not sure. Maybe we'll put him in the corner. The little guy selling his bananas. I really honestly need some kind of a table here to go with that hearth and everything. Would work better. I'm going to take him out for now. This we can leave for a second here. My little sundial is fine. And I'm trying to think. Now I could do this, although I mean, not sure the purpose of that. Looks okay, not great. Again, not very purposeful. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, people can be enjoying the swing, it's true. And of course that hearth area. Let's stick this back here. Now, originally, of course, I had that with the gate and the walls all in there, so it did kind of have a better flow to it. I've got these in here I can mess with as well, but I kind of like how they're situated. I don't really want to take anything from this section. I could see if there's something from the other set that I could take, but I don't need any more swings, and those are really the only things that didn't match, except for the little Japanese thing, and that doesn't really match either. I could go ahead and put some more walls in here, which I might do to the side. Let's just take them from here for a second just to see how that would look. And let's take up some tile base as well, because I am considering maybe putting that picnic table in here. But if we have our stone wall, you know, we can do that. Maybe still put our tree in this corner here to kind of finish it off. Take this planter out. And I could still keep my little guy selling his bananas on the edge there. Let me go grab a table from my other island just to see what it would look like. I believe I've got a picnic table over here on Orchid. Let's see if we can find it and grab that. Yes, right here. Okay, let's take this. Let's take these kids playing too and some more tile. Just because. So I like to just kind of play around with things before I bite the bullet and buy anything, just to be sure it's actually something that I'm going to want. So I do want to kind of look and see how this looks over here to put the table. Now I do like that. And we could actually scoot that all the way down to the front. You've got your picnic table and you've got your swing set. And I'm not sure that I want... I like the symmetry of having two walls on either side of it, but I don't know. It does push that swing forward. And I don't know if I'm crazy about that. Let's take one out, take this out, and pull the swing back. Even though there's only one wall there, I do think that probably looks a little better. And I might even center my table like this. And I might put him here. Let's stick all this in just to kind of finish it off so it has a more finished look to it. And I kind of like that actually. Might put my purple tree there. And let's see. Only thing is the base I'm not crazy about, but that's okay. It works. Actually, let me try this over here again like I had it. And this here, no, don't like that. Don't like it hiding my swing set either. All right, let me think. What other tree could I put there that would look good? Now I do have that one little palm. I could do a papaya tree up here. That might look nice. Yeah, that kind of does look nice. There on the edge, finishing it off. Now I don't want another purple one here because I've already got that. This, okay, I was looking for this little guy. Actually, now I don't want him there. I am going to, let's see, put him here. That's kind of nice. Do have my little squared off look here. Think. What if I... No, I don't like that because it's got such a plain base, which looks better there. We could again stick that down further, right in the corner. Stick them there. Ooh, kind of like that. Let's see. Put this tree here. And add a couple more of my tiles in there. We could. Come on. Work with me. Could stick those little kids in there playing so there's more people, not just the guy all by himself with the dog. Okay, I like that. And let's go ahead and put you back here for now. I actually don't think that looks bad either. All right. Huh. Oh, there's plain grass there. Don't want that. Okay. No, I guess that's fine to keep my stone there. All right, we'll put this in. All right, now that has a finished look to it. Now I did steal a tree from at the top there. I don't know if I can put anything else in its place, really. You can... No, can't scoot you down. Do I have grass in here? I do. I don't want that grass taking up space that could be used for other things, especially things I want to hide. For example, like that. Definitely would prefer to have it hidden. I like that because it pops that little yellow out at the top, which is pretty, but you don't see the base. So that's always nice. I could pop a palm back there. Might even pop that in because you can see the flowers at the top, so it works well. Pop another palm in. Now I still have this shining sundial is 120, so I definitely want to make use of that, not waste that space. I could put it in the corner here and then add in my little bricks around, which is probably what I'm going to do. Let me make sure I don't have any other extra space down here that it would work. I think this all works better the way it is. Now I could put my sundial here. Let me look and see how that would look. That's not bad. I kind of like it there, actually. And let me think of where my pineapples will look best. I have my two Botanical Bliss clocks kind of helping you enter in there. You know what? I kind of want to make this a little bushier right behind. Oops, not there, but right here. There we go. To kind of finish that off. And then I'm just going to get my little stone pathways here. Let's pop those on because I know I need those to finish it off. Now my little mossy bricks. Now they're only worth one. I get that. It's fine. But I still want them to finish off what we've got going on here so it looks more complete. Okay. I think that's pretty good. I'm trying to think if I want this to be... Yeah, I like that better. I know it's not completely symmetrical, but I kind of like it right there, and I might actually consider switching this out as well. I could put that here instead. I kind of like that better. Let's see what this looks like. Yeah, so then we've got red flower there, and across from it this little bunched one, and then these two are kind of going across from each other and then surrounded by the little poppies. And I specifically have them here so there's a pathway to go through and another poppy there. So that works well. Got my little extra paths that I don't need. They're only worth one flower each, so I'm not worried about those. I've hidden away things that are low or high flower count items, but I don't want to see. And now I've got a final pretty little section over here. Now that means I need to buy another one of these, and it's worth 300, so it is worth it to me to buy that. I currently am waiting for a playground to complete, and I still haven't even finished these stars. So I've got, it's not like I'm in a hurry. I've got 20,000 coins. So I will go ahead and get a picnic table because they work nicely. So I'm not wasting my coins. This, I probably will get another vegetable patch because that's a good 1,200 flowers. And that will be nice as well because I'm still opening up marigold. Let me find my picnic table. Since it's worth 300, that's not bad. Again, that's worth it to me to go ahead and get. So, and it's only 9,000 coins. I'll go ahead and get that. And now I did have that mossy brick kind of surrounding, squaring this section off as well. So I will probably I'll do that again. Let me see, I do have plain grass that I need to pop in here just for right here. And then I will go ahead and grab the other mossy bricks and pop those in to finish it off. All right, so I've got 300 flowers coming in a couple days from that. I have, in another few days, I've got 2,400 flowers coming in. Just to give you a quick recap of where we're at. So that's my playground. That'll give me, again, 2,400 flowers. This, I only need 22 more stars. So that is, I just need 4 more scenes to open up, because I still remember I have 2 stars of the current one. So 4 more scenes to open up, which will be easy peasy. And I am considering for my next thing to save up for, I was considering getting an apple orchard again because they're a decent amount of flowers. Let me find it. Did I pass it already? I think I, no, I didn't. Okay, yeah, because they're 450, so that's a decent amount of flowers. And, you know, and I do like that garden hearth. That's nice. I might end up putting one of those on marigold as well eventually. I love these two, the curious critters. I probably will get another of those. In fact, I might do that next just because it's worth 800. So it just helps me to move forward more quickly. So yeah, we're making progress. Definitely making progress. And I keep opening this up. And now this is a more of a scene here. You know, it's less crowded. I've got actual things in their places. So it's not just stuffed in. Now the back, of course, still is. Like this section is stuffed in there because we need some more space. But this is all opened up. There's lots of open grass now that there wasn't before because I've opened that up. Now let's go back real quick and take another glance at our Mexico and our India set. Now, if you'll remember from the very beginning of this video, when I showed you, I had the top section was a mess. Now we've got it completely, the whole thing is actually set nicely now. So we've got a kind of a theme going throughout, and I do like this. So I'm pretty pleased to keep this for another month and a half until our, you know, the Louisiana set comes out. Then I might move it back over to Sunflower so that I can add in those buildings. But for now, it is really, really pretty. I like my little Mexico set here. Love the water feature, love the hacienda and all that part. And I love this little section over here. I feel like it's more complete. Whereas when I had the India set on this island, this section and then this back section were incomplete. They were just kind of stuffed in there. So I'm feeling much better about it. And sometimes all you need to do is switch islands up if you've got, like I had for that long time, where it's just things were not kind of, they just didn't feel like they were in the right place. And now we've got a whole fun little section for India here too. Very tropical and fun, lots of water features. And again, the focus is really symmetrical and it's kind of mimics the shape of the island, this little center section here. And then points you right up to the top with all these fancy buildings and our fun little party going on in the back. That just fits this section. So feeling much better about this area as well. So there you go. That is how you can swap islands. If you stuck with me to this point of the video, I am incredibly impressed and grateful. And I hope that you got something from it, just some ideas on how to swap out your island decorations, how to decorate in a symmetrical way, and where you can use all your items but they don't look so crowded, and how to really make an entire island thematic. So thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time.